I'm not mistaken, Islam is also in that same spiritual family.
Let's not muddy things up here. The most important thing is to treat other people the same way you would want to be treated.
Oh, an eye for an eye. Well, Lois, I guess I owe you an apology. I was scared because my dad convinced me I was going...
So, you know, let me show you the date and time and stuff. Let me show you the date and time and stuff. Well, anyway, man, you know,
You use them.
well, anyway, man. So, you know, I meant to tell you, Moon Empresses, certain things, right? A person that actually violates your secrecy to your privacy, you know, I hope he's gonna be trying to invade your planets. I don't know which Empress, which Magi, Star, Empress, Spiritual Guardian, guys. I hope y'all are hearing me. I don't know which Magi, Star, Empress did magic for what other Empress or Celestial Empress or Inner Celestial Empress or your one of your maiden concubines or your funny help that you did magic for on any planet, or especially this one. So your homeboys that over here committing statutory rape, it's called statutory rape also. But not only statutory rape, meaning little children, because they belittling your conscience, and then on top of it, if you're on a higher level than them, it'll be a form of you manipulating them or causing certain reactions to your habitation, because probably most likely some of y'all were masturbating. He was just using toilet paper like a towel for back and forth. Funny situation and stuff. But some of y'all must have been masturbating, and he was sleeping in the bed with Lewis. You had to see it. You had to see what I was speaking about and stuff. But anyway, then on top of it, some of y'all masturbating using your fingers. You know, some of y'all might have caused your own irresponsibility, because you might have had children that you might have shook their hand. They might have already dipped in your pocketbook to places of your privacy, of your secrecy, of your value before you even manifested into the physical reality, or they already made to something of yours that was sacred, that was magical on the level of mythology that they weren't supposed to touch. So it already belonging to your energy. They were probably trying to lead their way to your privacy and then fucking up your life. So it don't really matter to me, because you're irresponsible. Your stupidity. I'm leaving America because the majority of y'all stupidity anyway. So, but you know, I'm just gonna be real. You know, funny situation if some of these men break into your secrecy of your habitation of on a celestial empress, or they having sex like the ones I told you, Bethany and them. I've seen funny situations I've seen with people, and there's certain people like, you know, the China that I seen wearing her mother's dress. Or I think I'm quite for sure that was my wife, but you know, wearing the mother's dress, or and the other ones that must have indulged in it because another individual must have did it for pussy, and it was your imbison individual that did it, and your other individual that be on the Asian channel where they be dressing up in the jail sweats, jumpsuits, and then they be in you know, sometimes they is like a glass room, and then they be. I used to watch them on Optimum Cable. I actually have them on my phone also, and then they sitting on a couch and interviewing funny situations. You know, I'm gonna say 12. I'm just gonna be real about the situation. Some of them that did funny things a certain type of way might not regard the reason of the Empress jewel. It might violate it in other points of reflection because of points of value for a jewel, and then they might have committed selfish acts, even especially in Paris. So even grown as a giant, or you know, it's just like you see your mozzarella cheese and sticks and stuff. You gotta watch those individuals, the goggle cartoon. You gotta know what I'm speaking about. The individuals that frame the Mings and stuff, another type of way and stuff, and they did it a certain next type of way. But the funny individuals at a time and stuff, you know, if they violated the point of your sacredcy to your purity of your moon, to your planet, so that means they're gonna try to get to your planet. So once you see a person doing television shows like they want to travel to Mars, like places, other planets that Mars that's not populated, Mars, the moon, other unknown planets and stuff like that, and they want to, or you might have even star beings that do stuff like that. And if you do have something like that, those are individuals already committing conditioning conduct of your sacredcy of your planets that they're not supposed to be on a certain type of way, and they're leading the wrong type of conduct to a certain habitation, and they're going to endanger the sacredcy because you're the real Empress. The reason why star beings are in space is because we put them there for regard, because, you know, when we're not in a house, you know, they have time just to regard the habitation, but then when the real Empress is around, they don't have reason to be up there, because that's the real empresses start conducting the real situations for the real empresses. They, you know, it doesn't need to be because in one acknowledgement, it doesn't need to be a cat fight or WWF. It's more sacred than what they would ever imagine a certain type of way. So certain men can't even see the Empress, not even a star being can't even see the Empress when she goes into space, because if they see her when she goes into space a certain type of way, those are people that's gonna try to know her time and date, and they'll try to undo the other Empresses to the main space Empress. So you don't want to cause that type of endangerment in the paradigm of time, because she'll murder and collapse and kill everybody a certain type of way. So you will never have to worry about that once something like that happens, or anybody that even thinks or breathes or has that even funny intellect or vision or an important anatomy and light, they will not be in space ever again. That's probably why the Zodiac is most likely going to fall. So, you know, through time, because once an individual starts doing or thinking certain things and their habitation a certain type of way starts going wild, it's going to cause individuals to collapse. And then on top of it, she'll literally collapse them, and then you won't even see them because they won't even be on the fucking planet. So you don't even have to worry about that type of situation, because once she sees that in a form of light in any level of space or any color, you're finished. You know what I'm saying? You know, she don't even need to know who the fuck you are. She wouldn't even care if it's something that she literally put up there herself or pushed out. So I'm just telling you how real it is. So, you know, I'm just being real. So I don't want to be around. I know I wouldn't want to be around for things like that when certain things are happening. But I'm just tell you just like this. Once you have somebody violating your moon, trying to get to your moon, those are people violating your purity. That's not your soulmate. Because to get to your moon, they have to be your soulmate. And if they're not your soulmate, they should never even be on the moon. Not even the continuance of your habitation. Because even the childs that you have within the planet, the celestial, they don't even have a moon. It's just one person that has the moon, and it's my wife, because she's the literal Empress. So once a person has a moon, and then you have people trying to violate the energy within yourself and trying to get to your moon, that's something else. It's just like you see what Bethany and them did, and then the things that I seen, the cellular structure that invaded their body at the time was a literal infection on a level of physics and science that they wouldn't believe. There's no helping that type of situation, because some of them had moons a certain type of way because they're higher Empress that was already a part of their physical. I don't even want to tell you certain things. So, you know, and men that nutted on their face, if they had sexual conduct where they ejaculated on their face inside of them and then did other things, they got such a disease because now you had somebody that wasn't the purity, that was less the cellular activity, onto a high magnetized purity form of enlightenment is already gonna see, and it'll instantly cause a biohazard infection on an enormous level on the energy of the Empress habitation, and then she'll be dead. Look. That's one of them. That's one of them that did it. So come and get me, she said, right? She said, come and get me. You heard that bitch on it. You gotta watch the commercial, see what she said. So a chick that does something like that already caused the biggest infection in the physical reality and endangered empress on even of the higher empress of the astrological tree on an enormous level. Even the space empress has to take that beyond serious, because you have an astrological empress that's formed in space a certain type of way at a time, because she conquered and of her. I don't want to tell you certain things, but once you have that type of situation on a level of physics of a person violating the sacredity of your inner planet, and then being an empress, and then having somebody, there's no coming back from that type of disease. That's a wrap. It'll cause you'll think it's a blood moon. It'll look like something like a blood moon and won't be the blood moon, because you know how some people call for certain moons and they say certain moon. Other people don't know the reason of certain moons, but they'll say the blood moon. But me, I'm a man that's cool and stuff, so I don't worry about situation. But once you have certain moons and it's called like blood moons, it'll have a certain type of look to the reality. Now, this is science that was already taught to the Empress. It'll have a certain type of look to the reality. It'll seem like a blood moon, but remember, it's a form of manipulation done in current and conduct, and it's gonna be the disease that literally collapse and end her life. You know what I'm saying? And I would have to be in space to heal this, and I'm not. I don't think I would even do it, because I'm not gonna go back to space to link my magic to something that's already gonna collapse life a certain type of way. No, I'm not doing stuff like that. So, I'm just gonna be real. So my wife is gonna have to learn how to doctor her own situation, because if since I'm not around, I'm just gonna put it like that. Since good for you, good for you and your boyfriend that was lesser than you, that gave you the intricate disease on an enormous level. So, and on top of it, he wore your dress. So the martial arts blows that was already given, even if it's a form of a filter, a certain type of way, and he had to go get it, he was still wasn't on your level to be able to handle that situation. Even if another man was a star being and did something like that, he wasn't on your level of the real Empress to handle that situation. On top of it, if he even nutted inside of you, he gave you even worse back and direct contact to your physical. It's like being a part of your habitation of your purity, and then the martial art blow was supposed to be used as a form of a repellent to defense, and then he gives it back exactly to your physical. Now, me, I'm natural and fine. Everything's perfect with me. It don't even matter if somebody did martial art. I'm okay. But another man is like going exactly to your purity, or exactly to the purity, and really make sure that martial arts blow connected with you at a time, because he probably already been around individuals in social economics. Look. He probably already been around them other individuals. He probably already been around them other individuals in social economics. Oh, pardon me. I just watched some of these coins and stuff, but other people are mad. I just watched the change and I put it in here. You're gonna notice the change even smell even fresh with this, and I put it in here, so other people's kind of mad and stuff. But it's all right. I put, you have people that actually tried to break into my room while I was sleeping. I noticed and they've been putting stuff on the floor that haven't been on the floor. I don't know if the Empress is trying to show me that, as I'm speaking about this physics, you could think about your company that's trying to be in my room a certain type of way. So if you get crept on or certain things happen, you think about now using your acknowledgement, getting rid of the situation that's not supposed to be in here because nobody's supposed to be in here with me if I ain't bring him in here with me myself, right? So, you know, I'm just gonna be real with you. So, if it's a person of a part of your purity that violated your sacredcy, that spreaded the disease, because it's like a point of reflection, because the Empress meditates, so she naturally tries to repel the situation out of her. Now, if she's on an earth or a celestial earth or a planet, and she comes into union with somebody that's of a purity, and then she's already keeping certain things out of her precisely on a celestial earth cellular activity, or celestial earth dealing with celestial activity, but on cellular and be on a cellular activity level, she has to keep it outside her physical to regard her own martial arts. So if she opens up her fucking trap, her fucking legs, to an individual that's of her purity, and there was certain martial arts blow given at certain times and sequences, and it penetrates her sacredcy, that means that exact martial art blow to the deterioration, to the physics of the cellular structure is going to literally connecting with her at the time, and is guaranteed for sure going to kill her, so she's going to die of a disease. So, because the people is not her soulmate, she's on a more higher level of anatomy than other individual. It's just like them ice bitches that I let out before with Bethany and them. So that if the person penetrates her physical, that means they're not her soulmate. That means the disease or the martial art blow that was given at a time that they naturally combated against through the paradigm of time is just like doing martial arts. Remember I told you in the time you have one body cleaning, regarding cleaning, nourishing, meditating, and resting, and also and then meditating on a higher peak. So, you know, a person doing something like that is a person that's literally connecting the martial art blow to the deterrence or the deterioration or the trauma that will cause a ripple effect in their anatomy of the connection, because remember, it's an outside party that wasn't your soulmate. So then that means the disease is connecting for sure. So the times they had flus, the times they had sicknesses, the times they probably thought they had some vital fucked up sickness, the times they thought they healed over a situation, and then on top of it, it got to connect within the planet. And then if you already regarded yourself where things like that couldn't happen to you because you were so self-sufficient, it could never get to your physical. Once it penetrates between your legs, it's already inside of you. There's no getting rid of that situation, because you can't even go to the inner earth within you, because the inner celestial empress is not even going to allow something like that. And it's on top of it, it's going to become like it's gonna become a physical battle, and it's gonna even show on your anatomy that the bitch is gonna be trying to murder you and kill you. Now, this is another one that did the fucked up thing. Now, it's going to show on the physical anatomy. Now, the energy itself is going to be trying to murder and kill you. And it's not my fault, because I educated you about this already before I even got shot. So on top of it, I already got shot. And then look at how I'm risking my life even educating this physics again, even live, for you could be able to acknowledge it, for your stupidity wouldn't even have to be a form, because it's like even having a form of self-value for yourself, to your own condition, for your physical reality and your mental. So I'm just going to be real with you, in a form of sacredcy, because you get to listen to it yourself at your own time and your own leisure, however you decide or whatever choice you make to conduct your reality a certain type of way. So I'm just going to be real with you, you know, so that situation penetrating your physical is already causing a form of it has nothing to do with me, because I'm perfect. Even inside, my situation already reflects it. It repels it naturally. It can't happen to me. So I already know what I'm speaking about. But another person doesn't know what's going on. So you slept with somebody, somebody within you, a certain type of way of trying to please yourself. It's just like your nails being too sharp. It's like you being too rough with your crotch at a time. It's like you being too eager and ambitious, and then hurting yourself to your privacy when you shouldn't even be touching certain things or shaking somebody's hand and then sticking inside your privacy. You shouldn't be a caveman, because even back in ancient times when I made my wife, remember, she had a paradigm, an atmosphere. I was always keeping situation cleansy. You have men that surround me right now that know certain things, and even if chicks that knows the words that was supposed to make sure everything was secure, where I could have got things myself, but because of their suicidal mentality of them wanting to end the world, their voting situation, you see how they're conducting the reality. So that has nothing to do with me. So now you're seeing that the earth, if the elements were deteriorating, if the other person was deteriorating, you get to see the people that's doing it because they're really not about their physical. Those are people that's causing deterioration on a level because they're trying to hold back their conscience that made them, and it's fucking up the conscience, so they don't even want to heal. So those are people that you gotta look at them in a level of physics that they didn't even want to heal their physical, and then you would have to literally murder and kill those type of people because that means that's a literal disease that's scared of the healing of his own consciousness and is not comfortable. So this is how you'll know you have a disease on a cellular level on a celestial earth.
To the bank.
What was that? What'd you hit me for?
I'm passing the story on to you. Keep it going. Keep the story going.
Huh?
What's Quagmire doing at the bank? It's improv, Peter. You don't think. You don't think. You don't think. You just keep talking. You don't think. Don't think. Don't think. What comes to mind? Talk, 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 talk.
Oh, I get it.
So, I'm just being real with you. So I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about what another person's telling you. You see how them niggas is trying to manipulate the physics and anatomy, and you see how they're doing it a certain type of way because now another individual is just trying to figure out how to know certain things a certain type of way. And I'm just warning you at a precise time of certain things that's happening with other individuals because they're doing their escorting, and then I'm not gonna say I'm sure that I prove what I need to tell you, but if another person wants to put their little pronunciation together and wants to be some type of form of manipulation in the form, then good for you and stuff, because I know my vocabulary. I'm not stupid a certain type of way. Another person, a person has to be well educated to know to know the reason of their vocabulary. Of the reason of one's habitation. Another person is causing the wrong type. Look. Oh man, Family Guy. The toilet paper, the toilet paper swisher, the toilet paper swisher, right? And I don't want to enlighten nobody's situation. It takes me to enlighten it. So you see the distance as I walk away, just look a little dim and dark. So another person, yeah, you can say what you want to say. I'm the only one that I've been providing this evidence ever since I've been a certain place. So it don't even matter. So another person, yeah, oh, here we go, another one. That's why I'm on recordings by myself and enlightening myself. Thank you. So, so as I was saying, right? So then now, as you have individuals, if they get to your sacredcy of your planet, they're going to be finishing you a certain type of way. So that martial arts blow will be literally your disease. So that person penetrating you is not caring because remember, their malicious mentality already knew that you're my wife. They disregarded that and they just didn't care, right? Good. They were such a stalker, like energy stalking. You ever did martial arts and you ever been so nice in martial arts that you get dust off you like, and then you see the dust just moving off of you, and it just goes wow. It just goes off of you, and then you just, and then you hear the sound. You ever hear? You hear the sounds. A certain person that knows you can hear it a certain type of way. Another person doesn't know what's going on a certain type of way, and then they just doing stupid things, and then next thing you know, a person is wondering about certain things in life, and you hang it. Anyway, a person wondering about certain things in life and then they're hanging out with the shit that's killing them a certain type of way because this shit disregarded their sacredcy of the reason of existence. It made its own plans of killing the situation. So if it was, imagine individuals that became stalkers, that stalked, raped girls, maliciously brutalized and beat them. And then you wondering why you just in a bed with the nigga at the time. and he been working on your inner anatomy for 38 years after me receiving a gunshot. And then you feeling comfortable with a nigga that's been trying to manipulate the younger generation to feel comfortable from him, for knowing that he wasn't just soulmate, but you should feel comfortable because he already brutalized that situation in you. So he's already beating you to a pulp where it doesn't even matter no more. And then on top of it, he tells you to demoralize your higher conscience. This is why I'm going to Colombia after this. Yo, after this, I'm going to Colombia and I'm just gonna, it don't even matter. Like, you can say you want to kill, you can say whatever you want to say about me. By the time you see me and another person, you'll literally know the difference. Oh, but by then, he already done violated your secrecy. Good for you. Good for you. Bye-bye. 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 You know, be like, yo, doc, these guys shot me, doc. The pain is so much. I just can't feel this shit. Doc, this stupid bitch. Doc, oh my God. Colombia don't even give a fuck. Colombia said this is cocaine sniffing. This is the place of cocaine sniffing. You wanted to go somewhere? You should have went somewhere else. This is conscience be gone. I know, man. This is why I came to speak to you, man, because obviously I shouldn't have knew nothing. I got shot enough again with my wives in the paradigm. I don't even give a fuck to remember these people no more. But I don't want to sniff cocaine. I'm just going to chill here and pass out. Go do it. Light it up if you could light it up. Oh, let's see. The light already wants to be one with me. You stupid shit. But anyway, let me just tell you, other empresses out there. So if another nigga penetrated your pussy, good for you, man. Because yo, man, that martial art blow that was given at the time really connected with you. Because if another nigga tried to collapse him for something wrong, or his mother disciplined him because he did something wrong, or the mother tried to show, or he tried to flex on the mother trying to rape a girl, and the mother fought back and just didn't say nothing at the time because she humbled herself because she thought about her own emotions violating her crotch at another time, and then humbled herself and then tried to watch what was going on with that individual because she had to make sure that she wasn't having the wrong focused conscious thought. Then the mother, the empress would have had to acknowledge, speaking about this, the empress would have had to acknowledge herself a certain type of way. The empress would have had to acknowledge herself a certain type of way, and then here goes an anatomy gunshot from far and shit. The nigga let a missile go from Russia from far. Look at this. They're in the snow, and they just let a missile go from Russia from far. That looks like the funny version of the clone of Nixon. But, oh, pardon me. I gotta step away from the clone of Nixon, but Vladimir Putin. the clone of Vladimir Putin. What? Where's the missile going? The nigga blew up the missile in the Space Empress. Wow. in anatomy. Wait. What? The nigga just tried to murder the space empress from far. Wow. 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 Oh my god. Yeah. You ever seen a spaceship have to go back to the Earth at a time, and the capsule breaks off a certain type of way, and then you have individuals that just rewind that again. That shit go back. That shit goes back. Rewind that again. Wait. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Sting draws in her fucking. Oh my god. Oh my god. Captain Cave Girl herself. Captain Cave Girl in her fucking. Look. Captain Cave Girl in her fucking box. Anyway, man, it's just a funny situation to see. Yo, listen. So, anyway, I'm not speaking while watching this. I'm turning this off. So, it's just imagine a person having a sex with an individual that other individuals done poison. It's just like a sponsorship of a disease that's just been accumulating to murder an empress and shit. And then he tells her it has to feel good, get cocaine and all type of. And then her soulmate be on a micro level, this micro level. You hear me? A micro level, and just be like, "Wow, man, yo, babes, wow, man, yo, this is what they're scared of, right?" And everyday features of the premiere is the world premiere. While he's actually devastating, making sure the disease go fully through your anatomy for you to be suicidal to a man that's perfect, that made you to be perfect, while he deteriorates you. That I never seen that before. I never. Yo, listen. That is the first time I seen that type of logic. Yo, listen. Yo, listen. I'm a man regarded perfect always in my life and habitation. That is the first time I got to even make sure that I never seen stupidity. So, wow. Then the other nigga just shot an anatomy bullet at the space empress with their stars. You had to rewind. This should have rewinded. Let's watch that again. Wow. Whoa. Oh, wow. Yo, them niggas is fucking. Yo, listen. That is stupid. Wow, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hey, listen, man. Your homeboy Bill is the microbiologist or something. Yo, listen, I'm about to. I really want to leave so he can sniff Penny's pussy all he wants. I'm leaving. Bye. Bye. Yo, listen, man. This education needs to be forgotten. I'm gonna go to Cokeville. Ah, fuck out of here! Fuck out of here! What happened? You do vacation, man? Wow! Wow, the hospital, man. They want to kill. Hey, man, I'm here, man. What's up? Man? I shouldn't feel nothing. This shouldn't be a part of my mind. You know? my my wife wants to forget what made her. So hey, why should I say anything? Hey, go ahead and hey, your homeboys are having sex in America. Oh really? Yeah, I tell them I'll be in the restaurant just now. Can I have some lemon juice, please? Please, some lemon juice. You know, while you're outside, just sniff cocaine all day and stuff. Yo, bring me some fresh lemon juice with ice, without any cocaine, anything in my thing. Just you could do it yourself. You know, you already go hang out. Just go hang out with them when I get there. You just all day in and out. Just wow, that's yo man. Too bad for that, man. Wow, man. No. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Wow, this was wonderful food, man. Wow, man. Another person gonna try, yo. Another person a part of the purity of the Empress causing the surgical situations. I don't know who's gonna kill the Empress conscience. You know, the Empress is your conscience and the higher point of your enlightenment. So if you started with the man that made her, I guess you just don't want to hear your Empress, or you don't want to see her. They probably trying to kill the Empress. If there other people going to sniff coke, they probably don't like you, babes. Straight back to, you could probably made a song, straight back to you, babes. You know, straight back to the people that sent it to you, babes. How about that? My speech pattern for the day is wonderful. Everything I spoke about, even the level of physics, right? Yeah. So yeah, man. So yeah, Empress says be careful, man. Since you like opening your legs to frivolous niggas that just stole your money ahead of time, they just want to pay you what you're supposed to have a certain type of way without even having to consider them. While they make you beg like they robbed you already. I don't know what happened in the paradigm. I don't know. I don't know who was in your house somewhere else that wasn't supposed to be there. I don't know who demoralized on your planet. I don't know where they would end up doing forms of deterioration, even to their conscience or their habitation. So you know, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta go. I just know. Too bad for you being stupid. If you were stupid, hopefully you smart ones just hey man, just don't say nothing and just move away from the situation. And to the empresses that had inner points of enlightenment that would want to violate the inner sacredcy of the empresses of the point of enlightenment of Bethany and all of them chin, all of them that I let out, I summon the inner points of your enlightenment unto me, never to return to them empresses. Return unto me. That's it. Bye bye. You ain't putting